quick is get the roasting pan situated for whenever we go on ahead and start to prep the bird a little bit more. Super, super easy. I've just got 4 carrots here. We're just gonna rough chop. You don't have to peel. You don't have to, I mean, wash them, of course, but don't worry about peeling it or anything. It just goes all in the bottom. And the reason why is because this is gonna make up a really rich stock, and we're gonna end up straining it anyway. So all these big old pieces, they'll cook with it and they'll offer the flavors, but they will get strained out. And I've got 3 yellow onions here. I'm gonna just see how much room we've got going on here. What this is gonna do, it's gonna act as kind of like a rack for the turkey to sit on. So that way you don't need to have a rack. And I'm just cutting these into 4 pieces. Again, no need to peel it unless you just really, really want to. We're not gonna eat these vegetables. They are purely for flavor. And I am gonna go on ahead and add this in here. I particularly like lemon, so I'm gonna add some lemon and I'm gonna squeeze the juice in there a little bit and just drop them in. Now with the spatchcock of a turkey, that particular carved way of getting the backbone out, there's no cavity. So we don't have to worry about shoving all this stuff up in the cavity. It's just gonna roast on the liquid. So I've got those particular vegetables there. If you had a bulb of garlic, cut it in half and throw that in there as well. But I have the garlic butter, the roasted garlic butter, that is gonna provide plenty of garlic flavor on the turkey. This is just some chicken stock. If you have turkey stock or even water would work. I just like the richness of the stock itself. So just gonna put that right on down in here. And then I have fresh herbs. I've got rosemary, thyme, sage, and bay leaves. Again, there's no cavity to stick any of this stuff into regarding the bird. So, recycling. Craig gets so mad if I throw those away. So we're just gonna put it right into the stock. So this is gonna be a very flavorful stock. Just, you know, put some in there. Get some fresh, oh, who am I kidding? There we go. Wow, recycling. He's watching me, he's right there watching me. And rosemary is really, really strong. So I think just one of these bad boys will be plenty. You know, I can cut it. That way it kind of moves around in here. But one should do the trick. Sage is also pretty strong. So I'm just gonna put 2 sage leaves in here. Now, I'm gonna put 3. Now you could, since it does have the skin on it, you can put the sage leaves and the bay leaves up under the skin. That's what I would probably do. For sure if I was smoking it, obviously, because it's not gonna have a roasting pan. But that way you can find where they're at a little bit better. But since we're gonna strain this anyway, I'm just gonna pluck off a few in here. Okay, and then seasoning, as far as this goes, we've got poultry seasoning. Now, poultry seasoning and herbs de Provence, basically the same thing, except for herbs de Provence has lavender and tarragon in it, and I love tarragon. So I'm actually gonna use the herbs de Provence on the outside of the turkey. So we'll just put some poultry seasoning in here, the top's off. Just, I don't know, maybe a teaspoon to 2 teaspoons to a tablespoon. Again, it's just gonna all get strained out. It's up to you. I'm gonna add some cracked black pepper, about a tablespoon. Actually, yeah, about a tablespoon. Same thing of kosher salt. So this is gonna be super good and concentrated. I'm also gonna add 1 cup of water, just plain old water to this. When we come back, we'll have the turkey out. And the roasted herbed butter that we've made many, many times, this has been sitting out getting to room temperature, and we're gonna show you what we're gonna do with that.
Hi everybody, you've reached Cooking with Craig. I am Brittany's husband, so she's behind the camera. Say hi.
Hi.
And I'm going to show you how to spatchcock a turkey. So we've got about 15.5 pound turkey. It is already been brined. We've already trimmed some of the excess skin around the neck and everything off. So what you want to do here with this turkey to spatchcock it, well, the reason why you spatchcock it is that whenever we take the backbone out and everything just lays flatter. So it's a more level surface I'm not good at talking on the camera, as you can see, but it's a more level surface, cooks faster, cooks more evenly, so you don't dry out your breast meat and overcook anything at all. It all cooks about the same time. So the first thing you want to do is you flip it over on its belly. And so you got your backbone that runs right here. Okay, so you want to make a cut with your kitchen shears on either side of the backbone. Try to stay as close to the backbone as you can, because there's a bunch of leg bones and everything that are hard to cut through. And there's a couple, I guess the turkey equivalent of your shoulder blades right there. You want to get inside that too. So it's the first thing I do is kind of cut. You can feel it right there. So you want to cut inside those little shoulder blades, because they're going to remove those later. And if you don't visualize those, you don't cut those through there first, you might end up crushing them with your shears, and then they are very hard to remove. So first thing we do, we'll just snip off the tail here. We don't need that unless you want to make stock. So it's just kind of in the way.
And as you can see, the cooking surface, we've got trash bags lining it. These things get messy, and this bird has been brined and then drained out of all of its juice in the cavity. And then he also dried it with paper towels.
Absolutely. So we're on this side of the backbone here, and you just want to start cutting. Don't get too close. You might get some. You might get something on the camera. So just cut straight up next to the backbone.
That one's cutting good.
It is. Like we said, those butterball ones, they're big bone turkeys. They have big bones. They're not fat. They just have big bones. So.
And this over here to the left is that garlic herb butter that I always make.
Yes. We are going to show you how to do that too. So, boom. That was the easiest one we've done.
What hell? Camera magic.
It is. So the next thing I do is we've got those little shoulder blades. We want to remove those because it's a lot easier to make this lay flat. So you kind of cut alongside them and then cut in like that. So now you know where your shoulder blade runs, if that's the shoulder blade. Whatever bone that is. So we cut down and then we cut under. And then you want to grab it.
Would you like a kitchen towel?
Nope. You just bend them back. So you want to bend them, and you can kind of twist them. Kind of find where the end of the bone is with your knife. And just kind of work it till you can pull it out. So there's one. And we'll chunk that. And then we have this one. Sometimes they are a little bit of a booger, like this one right here. Let's see here. I think we can get it now. This is uncharted territory for Miss Brittany. To be behind the camera.
Oh, I was like, what? Which part? I was waiting for that answer. Yes, it is. I like it.
And the great thing about spatchcocking is it all lays flat.
Alright, so now we're laying flat. You tuck those wings back.
Yeah.
Behind. I'm gonna come this way because it looks so cute. Like it's just chilling out.
And
those wings go back behind there.
You want to break where the ribs connect to the breastbone in there. I may have already done it. I think I did it. Because, yeah, I did it. It's very pliable. So, see how that lays flat? Just like that. Even with the leg meat. So, the next thing we want to do, since the breast meat always stays real dry, we're going to put butter, like the garlic herb butter that Brittany makes, we're going to put it in between the skin and the meat. So you want to take your hand and kind of just slide it up here. Try not to tear the skin, but you want there's these little fibers that connect the skin to the meat. You just want to sweep your hand and break those. Do it on both sides, but you don't want to go all the way through because you still want all this connected right here. That way the butter doesn't just drain out.
Right.
And we'll do this side. That was the turkey. It was not me.
We're such little kids.
Yeah, get fart sound around Brittany and it's all over. Alright, this is the very last turkey we're doing tonight, so I get to put my dirty hands in the butter and we're done with it.
Yeah, this is the last round of this batch of butter.
So this is room temperature.
Roasted,
really, really soft.
roasted garlic, herbed
in it.
butter.
So you want to take a whole lot.
Yeah, let's see how much you got here.
Well, I don't know how much this is.
Well, no. I just in the camera shot.
Yeah,
All right.
It's a big old ball.
And then
Stick that in there. Get your hand, kind of sweep it off your butter hand. Put your hand right there. Just keep the skin still and sweep it up. So you kind of see it all spread out under there.
it's like a butter blankie.
You know, since we got a whole lot of butter left.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be a hefty butter ball.
Absolutely. We want a lot in there. So we'll do that side.
And as your bird is smoking or roasting, whichever preferred method you choose, obviously a lot of this is going to melt out if you're roasting, and it's going to be melting out into your roasting liquid, and that's going to be what you baste with. If you are smoking, you can put a pan in there to catch the butter that falls out of it, but also anything that you have left, use it, go on ahead and melt it, and use it to spackle and baste on your turkey if you are smoking it.
Absolutely. Baste with butter.
Yes.
Every 30 minutes.
Correct.
You'll thank Brittany.
And you, baby.
You'll thank her later. So, that's about... Oh, where did you come from, Mr. Butter? I'll stick you in there, too. So
All
there
right.
we go.
So that part is done, and you can season it with whatever you want to. I love herbes de Provence and some garlic salt or just kosher salt and pepper. Obviously you can do Tex-Mex flavors, you could do Cajun flavors, but those classic flavors, the herbes de Provence.
I can season it right now. So just garlic salt right here. And don't be shy.
Again, when that butter melts, a lot of this is gonna fall off. So again, season it with whatever you want, and that is how you spatchcock that turkey. That's how you get that butter in there, and we'll be back. And the last little part that you want to do is invert those legs, and since he's got his hands busy, I'm just gonna come over here and take the garlic salt and give it a nice sprinkling. And this cute little birdie is super ready.
And that is what you want it to look like when you put it on your smoker right there.
You're so cute.